Pokemon Facts.
Aerodactyls are prehistoric Pokemon that existed millions of years in the past. They possess dragon-like features and huge wings, but experts have held doubts about their ability to fly. The density of their skeletal remains suggests that they would have had to spend an incredible amount of energy to create any lift. And it appeared that Pokemon in the past have held the same doubt, as is evident in a recently discovered giant stone tablet from the same era. Written in ancient Pokemon cuneiform, it took a while to decipher its contents. Most of it was some predictions about the future and how Pokemon were eventually going to be enslaved by a new race of bipedal creatures. But there were few key entries here that were directly tied to one Aerodactyl in particular. It detailed the author's encounter with the Pokemon in question and how she didn't believe the Aerodactyl was capable of flying. The Aerodactyl scoffed at the notion and told the author that he could totally fly whenever he wanted. In the following entry, the author then requested that she witness the Pokemon fly, but Aerodactyl suddenly shifted topic to the never-ending conflict between Groudon and Kyogre. The author repeated her desire to watch the Aerodactyl fly, and the Aerodactyl gave some excuses about how he had a really big dinner and that it would weigh him down significantly. So the author requested she bear witness to the Pokemon flying the following day, after he had some time to digest his food. The Aerodactyl reluctantly agreed. The next day, the author returned to meet with the Aerodactyl, who was preparing to demonstrate his ability to fly. The Pokemon stood back with his wings folded behind him, as if hiding a secret. It was a curious sight, one which begged the author to inspect a little closer. So the author asked what the creature was holding in his hands. The Aerodactyl shrugged and feigned ignorance. The author became impatient and threw a rock at the Pokemon, which prompted the creature to catch the rock with his hands, revealing a set of balloons tied to his wrists. The author was appalled.
Did you really think that was going to work? Tying yourself to a set of balloons?
She asked. Embarrassed, the Aerodactyl quickly hid his hands. The author approached closer, then looked below the cliffside. Then she looked back at Aerodactyl.
Were you thinking of jumping off this cliff?
Asked the author. No, he replied.
Is that a trampoline down there?
Is it? I'm not sure. I don't know what those things even look like.
Were you thinking about jumping off this cliff with a set of balloons to simulate flight?
That's nonsensical.
And if that didn't work, you were hoping to bounce off the trampoline at the base of the cliff to look like you were flying. That about sum it up?
The Aerodactyl was flustered.
One question though.
The author began.
What's that about?
She pointed towards a cauldron full of boiling water. That's for, I figured if I dipped my feet in the scalding hot water, I'd be able to propel myself into the sky from the pain. Like in cartoons. The author nodded. She realized something important during her query, that pushing the Aerodactyl to prove that he's capable of flying will only result in death. His death. Because she was dealing with an idiot baby who learned physics from cartoons. So she left without a word, not wanting to be implicated in his murder. The Aerodactyl tried to convince her to stay to watch him blast himself out of a cannon, but she continued to briskly walk away. I'm Drake's Ghostwriter, and this has been another episode of Pokemon Facts. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more factual Pokemon facts. Have a wonderful Pokemon day.